The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. The boys of summer are back. Ottumwa baseball is coming your way on 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Ottumwa Bulldogs sports broadcasts are brought to you by these sponsors. Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. By Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa. By the Train Depot, good quality gourmet food selections. By Community First Credit Union, with over 16 locations to serve you. By Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors & More. Stop in today and check out the awesome showroom and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces at Dixon's Floors & More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optic telecommunications. Lisco of Fairfield. By Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union on the corner of Penn and Jeff in Ottumwa, where it feels like home. See them today and see how easy they make getting a loan. By Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thanks, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. By Ottumwa Community Schools, where they are proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito and the team at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Call them today for a free no-obligation appointment and get a smile that lasts a lifetime. By River Hills Community Health Center, with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They have been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris ATVs and Rangers. Stop and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from Friendly Car Hops on North Highway 63 next to Walgreens in Ottumwa. Now, let's get you to the field with the voice of your Ottumwa Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High Baseball is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. From Legion Memorial Field in the city of Bridges, Jason Van Arkel reporting. Annie Argo is our on-site video producer. Brandon Drew, the radio producer, back at the KBIZ studios. It's the final day of the regular season as your Ottumwa baseball team wraps up CIML Metro Conference play with a doubleheader against the Scarlets of Des Moines East. OHS comes in with a record of 9-10. They were swept in a doubleheader last night at Mason City. East comes in with a record of 9-14. Their last time out was also yesterday. They swept Des Moines North in a conference doubleheader, no surprise there. So the Bulldogs hoping to finish the conference season at 7-3 if they win both of their games today. East, on the other hand, is 6-1-1 in conference play. And you say, how do they have a tie? Well, they played a doubleheader against Des Moines Lincoln at East on July 8th. The second game is listed as a 4-4 tie, and since they don't have any lights there, that tells me that it got too dark to finish the game, and so they ended in a 4-4 tie. Bulldogs and Scarlets, of course, traditional rivals. They spent much of the past decade chasing each other for the top spot in the CIML Metro Conference. I believe that's going to belong to Roosevelt this year, although East does only have the one loss in conference play. Ottumwa, if they win both games here, they'll finish second in the Metro in this abbreviated 2020 season. So certainly something to play for on the final day, although it should be noted that Ottumwa and East are in the same sub-state group. The Bulldogs are the 5 seed. East is the 6 seed. And as we talked about yesterday, there is a scenario where they would play in the sub-state semifinals. Ottumwa plays at Ankeny Centennial on Friday, and East will play at Urbandale. If the Bulldogs and Scarlets both win, then they would face each other in the sub-state semifinal. That would be here at Legion Memorial Field next Monday night. And because of that possibility, I have the feeling that neither head coach, John Yeager for Ottumwa, Brian Luft for East, neither of those coaches are going to run out anybody who might find themselves pitching in that sub-state semifinal. So whoever is listed tentatively for either team as a number 2 starter, and therefore would pitch in the semifinals next Monday. Even though they'd have plenty of rest time, that person, I will almost guarantee you, for both teams, not going to pitch in this doubleheader. The 2 head coaches are meeting at home plate, going over the ground rules with the umpires. We'll take a quick 2-minute timeout, come back and get you the starting lineups, try to squeeze that in before the national anthem. 2 minutes and we're back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Hi, I'm Mark Freimweyer, new owner of Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, Iowa. Call us at Champion Bowl to join the fun. We have new hours to better serve you. We are open Monday through Thursday, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m., Friday and Saturday, 10 a.m. to midnight, and noon to 10 every Sunday. If you just want to hang out in the lounge, we have a full bar and a great menu. Make sure and like us on Facebook for weekly fun and special at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, where bowling is fun.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Coal Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Coal Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Coal Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Enoch, Carlos James, and the head coach Brian Love. And now for your Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ, Bulldogs and Des Moines East. The lineup's being introduced now. Ottumwa starting lineup taking the field one by one. Let's see if we can get through the East lineup for the national anthem. Leading off and playing center field, Skylar Van Riper. Batting second, the catcher, Ethan Sheets. Zach Truitt at shortstop hits third. Carter Klein in right field batting fourth. Anthony Barboza, the third baseman, hitting fifth. James Jefferson in left field batting sixth. Cade Dolphin at first base hits seventh. Austin Fleener, the DH, hitting eighth, and batting ninth, the second baseman, Grant Gagel. The pitcher for Des Moines East is Hayden Young. Young is a sophomore, making his fourth start. He's 2-0 with a 4.12 ERA. As for your Ottumwa Bulldogs, leading off and playing second base, Dominic Delahoy. Batting second, the shortstop, Mitch Wood. Jesus Jaime at third base, batting third, and Trey Swartz in the cleanup spot, batting fourth. Blaze Rominger in right field hits fifth. Adam Greiner, the designated hitter, batting sixth. Andrew Cole in left field hits seventh. Marcus Sanders pitching and batting eighth. Batting ninth, the center fielder, Colt McKinnon. And the catcher is Julian Moore. Saunders on the mound this season, making his fifth start. He is 3-1 with a 3.50 ERA. Those are your starting lineups for Game 1 of this season-ending doubleheader between Ottumwa and Des Moines East. And we're ready for the national anthem. We'll take 2 minutes and return with the first pitch on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Dixon's Floors & More, we don't mind being different, as long as the difference is better. With hundreds of brands to choose from, including the largest manufacturers in the industry, we transform the volume of products we carry into lower prices for you. Don't start your project without starting at Dixon's Floors & More.
Mention you saw this video and receive 5% off your entire purchase at Dixon's Floors & More in Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Ottumwa High Baseball on KBIZ. Good afternoon once again, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Legion Memorial Field as your Bulldogs get ready to host Des Moines East in a doubleheader to end the regular season. Marcus Saunders, the right-hander on the mound for OHS. The defense behind him, Andrew Cole in left, Colton McKinnon in center, Blaze Rominger in right, Jesus Jaime at third, Mitch Wood at short, Dominic Delahoy at second, Trey Swartz at first, and Julian Moore behind the plate. Bulldogs 9-10. Win these two games, you'll end the regular season over 500. East comes in at 9-14. It's a little weird to have only one meeting with the Scarlets this year. It's the same way it's been for all the conference opponents in this abbreviated 2020 season.
Leading off for East.
Skylar Van Riper will lead it off, the center fielder. He's hitting .216 on the year with a double and a couple of runs batted in. Left-handed batter. And the first pitch of the ball game is a strike on the outside corner, 0-1. Our first pitch at 5:02 this afternoon. 88 degrees in the city of Bridges. It was cloudy in pregame, and now I'd call it maybe partly sunny. As the 0-1 is downstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike. We could use a bit of a breeze to help with the humidity right now. It's pretty humid. Feels like 97, gives you any idea how humid it is. That pitch is strike, and it's 1-2. A south wind at 9 miles an hour. Not moving the flag on the flagpole very much in dead center. 1-2 the count. The wind by Saunders and the pitch. Outside, 2-2. Wapello County is under a severe thunderstorm watch. Conditions are fine right now. The chance of rain increases to about 45% in the 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock hour. As the 2-2 pitch is popped up to short, Mitch Wood takes 2 steps back, makes the catch out number 1. That brings up the East catcher, Ethan Sheets. A sophomore hitting .271. He's driven in 11. Has 16 hits on the year. They're all singles. Another left-handed batter for Des Moines East. So we will keep one eye on the skies. As this pitch comes in outside from Saunders, 1-0. There's nothing imminent right now. In fact, I've got a good feeling we'll get all of game 1 in with no issue whatsoever. Here's the 1-0. Fouled off to the left. And the count evens at a ball and a strike to Sheets. Saunders from the windup brings home the 1-1. Over but low, 2-1. East has red pullover T-shirt type jerseys. They've got the player's last name and number in white on the back. Haven't got a good look at the front yet. Gray pants with black trim. That pitch is downstairs, 3-1. Scarlet's wearing red caps, but the front panel is white. The brim is red. We've got an East logo on it. The shirts say East on the front in kind of a script. Bulldogs in the home whites. Here's the 3-1. Missed low and away ball 4 and a 1-out walk issued to Sheets. That'll bring up the shortstop, Zach Trude, a junior, hitting .353, 6 doubles, 2 triples, 21 RBI. We'll have a courtesy runner for the catcher. Looks like that'll be Malcolm Bird.
Malcolm Bird will be the courtesy runner for the catcher, number 4.
So Bird the runner at first. Truitt at the plate. Lanky right-handed batter. Bird, by the way, 3 for 3 in stolen base tries. He's got a lead. Trey Swartz holding him on. 1 on, 1 out, and the pitch. Up and in, ball 1. That pitch grounded up the middle, off the mound, and that hop took it into center field for a base hit. I thought Mitch Wood would get there, but that ball hit the mound, took a high hop out of his reach. And it's first and second with 1 out for the right fielder, Carter Klein. Klein is senior, batting .292, 8 doubles, 17 runs batted in. First and second, 1 out for East, threatening in the top of the first. Saunders from the stretch, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Got him to chase one low and away, 0-1. One more talk about the weather for now. There are some thunderstorms that have kind of popped up rolling towards the Oskaloosa area a little bit, but they're not moving towards Ottumwa. They're moving east-northeast away from us. Throw to second, not in time, as Saunders pivoted and threw to Delahoy, but Bird dove back in safely. Oh, 0-1 the count to Klein. The pitch up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. A pop out, a walk, a single. And now the 1-1 to Klein. Upstairs, 2-1. And the Bulldogs in the home whites, red lettering, Bulldogs across the front, a red horizontal stripe above and below the lettering, twin red stripes on the sleeves, white pants with the red trim, the red socks for Saunders. That pitch pop foul back over the press box, and the count 2-2. Ottumwa also wearing red caps with a white front panel and a red brim. 2-2, 2 on, 1 out. Saunders brings it home, and a foul back to the screen by Klein. He stays alive. Anthony Barboza, the third baseman, on deck. Saunders ideally hoping for a ground ball here, hit maybe right to Mitch Wood. Delahoy trying to keep the runner close at second. There's a big hole on the right side. Now the 2-2, breaking ball, stayed a little high. 3-2. Would East put the runners in motion here with 1 out and a 3-2 count? They're not going, and the pitch fouled back. We'll do it again. Saunders in a long at-bat with Carter Klein. Another 3-2, down and in, ball 4. East has them loaded with one out, and here is Anthony Barboza, the sophomore third baseman, hitting .317, 177 driven in. East just does not have a lot of extra base hits this year. They haven't hit a home run. But right now they've loaded the bases with one out. The pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Barboza was backing away, and that dropped right on the inside corner. The 0-1 pitch from Saunders. Up and in, 1 ball, 1 strike. Saunders from the windup with the bases loaded. The 1-1 is grounded to third. Jaime's got it. He'll go to second for 1. Can they turn 2? The throw in time. 5-4-3 double play, and the Dogs are out of the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Scarlets nothing. Bulldogs coming up. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the first inning. East loaded the bases in the top of the first, but a double play got Ottumwa out of it. Now the Bulldogs will face right-hander Skylar Van Riper. Or pardon me, that's Hayden Young. Boy, Hayden Young has a 24 listed on the roster for his number, but when the lineup card was brought up to the press box, it said 0, and we see why. He doesn't have any number on the back of that shirt. So I guess he's 0 by default, a right-handed pitcher. Just a sophomore, he's making his 4th start, 2-0 with a 4.12 ERA. The defense behind him, James Jefferson in left, Skylar Van Riper in center, Carter Klein in right, Anthony Barboza at third, Zach Truitt at short, Grant Gagel at second, Cade Dolphin at first, and Ethan Sheets behind the plate. Top 3 in the Bulldog order, Dominic Delahoy, Mitch Wood, and Jesus Jaime. Delahoy comes into the game hitting a robust .340, 4 doubles, 3 triples, 10 runs batted in. Young will work from the stretch even with no one on base. The pitch, a little bit high, ball 1. Inside the numbers on Hayden Young. 17 innings pitched, 19 hits allowed, 16 runs, 10 of them earned, 11 walks, 5 hit batters, 12 strikeouts. And opponents are hitting .260 against him. Another pitch misses to Delahoy, and he works ahead 2-0. The 2-0 pitch. That's a strike on the outside corner, 2-1. Delahoy digs back in, slightly open stance, red and white batting gloves. Here's the pitch. And a chopper foul third base side. Count evens at 2-2. Two and 2 to Delahoy, and the pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Mitch Wood.
Batting for the Bulldogs, shortstop, number 5, Mitch Wood.
Wood hitting .327, 2 home runs, 1 home run, 2 triples, 9 RBI. Feels like he should have more RBI than that. Right-hander to right-hander, the pitch. Way outside in the dirt, ball 1. Looks like Hayden Young is going to rely rather heavily on that breaking ball, that big over-the-top curve. The 1-0 pitch to Wood. Low and away, 2-0. Someone's got to be patient. Pick their spots here. Young can be a bit wild. Again, 11 walks in 17 innings. 2-0. In the dirt, bounces away, 3-0. Sunshine has come out for a moment. There is a big bank of clouds off to the west and north. Again, there's storms up close to Oskaloosa. Those are not moving this direction, at least not according to the radar. But we are under a severe thunderstorm watch. The 3-0. Oh, that was called, or no, he said ball 4. I thought he pointed for a strike, but he was pointing to first base saying he drew the walk.
Walk to Wood brings up third baseman number 24, Jesus Jaime.
If that pitch had been called a strike, I might have forsaken my vow to be nicer to umpires this year. Here's Jesus Jaime. Hitting .364, 4 home runs, 25 RBI. Wood at first with 1 down, and the pitch is low for ball 1. Mitch Wood 7 for 7 in stolen base tries. If Ottumwa wants to put him in motion. The 1-0. Swing and a foul at the plate, 1-1. Ottumwa does not often run with Jaime at the plate, although, ooh, that ball might have been fouled off of Zeus's knee. He's trying to walk it off. That right leg looks like the foul ball got a piece of him there. The wind that is blowing is kind of blowing out to left center, and we know that Jaime can hit it out as it is. Here's a throw to first, and back in safely is Wood. And it's picked up just a little bit, so if Jesus gets into one, it might not just go out of here, it might go way out of here. Here's the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. Mention the walks that Hayden Young has given up. He's also hit 5 batters. Although he doesn't throw that hard, doesn't look like it would hurt that much. That pitch low and away, and it's 3-1. Trey Swartz is on deck. Swartz got himself going in the doubleheader against Mason City yesterday. Even though Ottumwa didn't win either game, Trey had some really good swings. Here's the 3-1 to Jaime. And a little looper. That'll get into shallow right center, dropping for a base hit. And bobbled by the center fielder, Van Riper, out there. Both runners headed for an extra base. Second and third with 1 out. So a single for Jesus Jaime. And then the error by Van Riper, putting runners at second and third.
Trey Swartz.
And here's Trey Swartz. Now, the overall numbers aren't going to wow you on Trey. 121 with an RBI. However, you just go back to last night. In that second game against Mason City, he had an RBI ground out that he hit hard in the third, ripped a single in the 6th inning, and tore into a double in the 7th inning. 3 good swings in 3 at-bats. And I think he's starting to come around just in time. First pitch, fouled back to the right, 0-1. For East, the corner infielders are kind of just behind the bags playing halfway, the middle infield playing about halfway. I suppose on a sharp grounder right at an infielder, they might come home. A slow roller is going to get the run home. Here's the 0-1. Late swing and a foul off to the right, 0-2. Thought that ball was going to stay up and in. I think Trey thought it might break back to the corner. So Swartz has to protect the plate here. You can't strike out second and third, 1 down. A lot of ways to get a run home here without a hit. Just put the ball in play. Probably trying to keep it on the ground. Although if you hit a deep enough fly ball, that'll get the job done too. 0-2. Second and third, 1 out. The pitch in the dirt. And a throw down to third by the catcher Sheets, but Wood dives back in safely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Young from the stretch, as he always does. Here's the pitch. Line into left field. That is right at the left fielder. Makes the catch, and Mitch Wood wasn't tagging. He didn't have a chance. And there's 2 down. My goodness, Trey Swartz, if he didn't have bad luck, he wouldn't have any luck at all. He tattooed that pitch, and if that's a foot to the left or right of Jefferson out there, that's extra bases and 2 runs in. Instead, it's a line out for out number 2, and it's up to Blaze Rominger. First pitch to Blaze. Breaking ball in there for a strike, 0-1. Rominger hitting .216 with a triple and 5 batted in. East had the bases loaded, 1 out in the top of the first, didn't score. Ottumwa second and third, 1 out in this inning. Now there's 2 out. And the 0-1. In the dirt, another good stop by Sheets. 1 ball, 1 strike. Feel bad for Mitch Wood on that line drive by Swartz. He took his lead, took the secondary lead on the pitch, and the ball was hit on a rope so hard he never had a chance to go back and tag. Not really anything he could have done. Here's the 1-1. Upstairs, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Boy, Blaze chased ball 3. It was down and in. Instead of the count, 2-2. Feels like a big difference there. Hopefully Blaze can bounce back. 2 balls, 2 strikes, second and third, 2 out, bottom 1, no score. The 2-2. Inside, 3-2. Blaze laid off that one. A walk would load the bases, and Adam Greiner is on deck. Young comes set. Blaze ready. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. Ottumwa had second and third with 1 out. Couldn't bring him home. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left. After an inning, no score. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me leap though.
Top of the second inning, Bulldog Baseball brought to you by Josh Brenda and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Mark and the team at Champion Bowl in Ottumwa, opening soon with new upgrades to make your bowling experience even better. Champion Bowl, where bowling is fun. Top of the second, Ottumwa nothing, Des Moines East nothing. Each team wasting golden opportunities to score in the first inning. East had the bases loaded, 1 out. Ottumwa had second and third, 1 out. East hit into a double play. Ottumwa had a line out and a strikeout. James Jefferson will lead it off for the Scarlets, right-handed batting left fielder. And the first pitch from Marcus Saunders is in the dirt for ball 1. Jefferson, a junior, hitting .265, a double, 2 triples. He's driven in 12. Some members of the Bulldogs softball team are here to watch their baseball counterparts tonight as that pitch is chopped, and that's a foul ball off the leg of Jefferson rolling out towards the mound. Count even at a ball and a strike. Saw Ashton Brown come in, Josie Lemons and Guest, among others. 1-1 the count. The wind by Saunders in the pitch. Apparently inside. Boy, the umpire so badly wanted to call that a strike and then didn't. He had to shake himself out afterwards. 2-1. We got Leslie Nielsen back there calling balls and strikes. That pitch swing and a miss, and the count even at 2-2. Speaking of softball players, former Ottumwa softball star Morgan Griner, now an Indian Hills player. She's here as well with her younger brother Adam in the lineup in game 1 today. Saunders 2-2 pitch. Lifted in the air to right center. McKinnon is over. He'll make the catch. Kid's got good range. Out number 1. That brings up the first baseman, Cade Dolphin. Feels like he's been there forever. He is a senior, hitting .203 with a double and 11 runs batted in. Speaking of softball, we know that Ottumwa baseball will play its first sub-state playoff game Friday night at Ankeny Centennial. Saturday night, Ottumwa softball plays its first regional game at home versus Urbandale. As the first pitch to Dolphin is popped up right side. That'll be Delahoy, the second baseman, to make the catch on the infield dirt for out number 2. That brings up the DH, Austin Fleener. Freshman hitting .368, 2 doubles, 4 runs batted in. But we do have a programming note for you. Even though we'll continue streaming Ottumwa baseball in the sub-state playoffs, we are not allowed to live stream Ottumwa softball regional playoff games. That is a rule of the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. As the first pitch here is fouled back over the screen and hit the back fence of the bleachers for strike 1. And for those of you who are disappointed that we cannot live stream the softball regional game on Saturday, I actually asked the Girls Union today if they would consider allowing us to do it because of the current COVID-19 pandemic, swing and a miss 0-2, because obviously, you know, we have fans who still come to the games, and we have a lot of fans who stay home because of COVID-19 concerns, and they like to still be able to watch the game. I was told by the Girls Union, no, they're keeping their policy as it is this year. So if you want to complain about not having the stream, as there's a roller up the third baseline, fielded by Jesus Jaime on the grass, throw to first, and the inning is over. But to finish the thought, if you're a softball fan, you want to complain about not having the live stream Saturday night, send your complaints to the Iowa Girls High School Athletic Union. They refused to change their policy even in the middle of this pandemic. 1, 2, 3, go the Scarlets, who go to the bottom of the second, no score. Back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I ain't choose the game chose me.
Bottom of the second inning, Ottumwa 0, Des Moines East 0. Game 1 of our baseball doubleheader here on KBIZ. Adam Griner, Andrew Cole, Marcus Saunders due up for the Bulldogs. Adam Griner, I believe, will be making his varsity debut here. He's been playing well for the sophomore team. Their season's now over. And Ottumwa made a few call-ups from the sophomore team to join the varsity ranks. Griner, of course, second time this school year he's earned a call-up from sophomore to varsity. He got called up to full varsity duty in basketball early in that season, had a good year for the best Ottumwa basketball team we've had in a while. And the Griner family in attendance to watch him play this afternoon. So let's see how he handles the soft-tossing righty Hayden Young. First pitch to Adam, and he hits it in the air, foul off to the right out of play, 0-1. Of course, you can point out a lot of Bulldogs on this current roster and over the past decade where they worked their way up from freshman and sophomore teams to varsity and became stars. Griner a swing and a miss 0-2. Not saying Adam's going to become a star, but we already know he's a great athlete, great basketball player. And if he plays baseball as well as his sister Morgan plays softball, sky's the limit. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. In the dirt, picked up by Sheets, throw to first, out number 1. I'm going to stop praising guys when they're at bat because they always strike out when I do. That's the second strikeout for Young. And with one away, the batter, Andrew Cole.
Left fielder number 17, Andrew Cole.
Cole hitting, they've got him down at 3 for 28 with 3 runs batted in on the season. Young, first base side of the rubber in the stretch, throws it outside for ball 1. Just to follow up on my soliloquy, if you will, about not being able to stream the softball regional game on Saturday. We are able to stream the baseball sub-state game on Friday. Swing and a miss by Cole, 1-1. You know, the Iowa High School Athletic Association, which governs the boys' sports, their policy allows teams to apply for permission, or radio stations and other outlets to apply for permission to live stream video of games. Pitch outside to Cole, 2-1. So we've received permission from the Athletic Association. We'll pay the appropriate fee, and we will live stream Ottumwa at Ankeny Centennial Friday night at 7. And, of course, have it right here on the radio on KBIZ as well. Now the 2-1. Outside corner, strike 2. As for why the Athletic Association has one rule for the boys and the girls' union has a different rule for the girls, you can ask the girls' union that. 2-2 the count to Andrew Cole. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen. We'll do it again. Each team no runs on a hit. East has the only error of the game to this point. 1 out, nobody on for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the second. A 2-2 count to Andrew Cole with Marcus Saunders on deck. From the stretch, catcher sets up outside, the 2-2. A little bit too far outside, 3-2. The umpire stood up, did that shimmy shake again. It's like he's in a Pat Benatar video or something. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The payoff pitch to Cole. Outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Hayden Young, and here is Marcus Saunders. Bulldog pitcher has only had 3 at-bats this season. He's 0 for 3. Now, he has put the ball in play every time. Third baseman close to the bag, in on the edge of the grass, as this pitch swung on and missed, strike 1. Middle infielders, double play depth, kind of crowding towards the second base bag. Big hole on the left side, and really one on the right side, too, with the first baseman, Dolphin, holding Andrew Cole on. Now he's going, and the pitch is in the dirt. It gets away, so that'll be an easy steal for Andrew Cole.
Stolen base, Andrew Cole.
Count even at a ball and a strike to Saunders, and now, if nothing else, Ottumwa should have 2 opportunities to drive Cole in from second. Barboza, the third baseman, is holding his ground. Well, now he'll back up behind the bag a bit, but he's still guarding the line. There's a big hole on the left side. Pitch up high to Saunders, 2-1. Boy, all Marcus has to do is pull a ground ball halfway between third and short, and he'll have himself his first hit of the year. The 2-1. Lifted in the air, foul off to the right. That'll get out of play. And the count goes to 2-2. I will say this, Hayden Young has almost exclusively been pitching away to the Ottumwa hitters, who are all right-handed. Hasn't thrown a lot that you could actually pull. Which makes me wonder even more why Barboza's guarding the line over at third. Now the 2-2. That one was upstairs, and the count fills 3-2 with Colton McKinnon on deck. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks. And here comes McKinnon. Colton hitting .286, a double, a triple, and 8 runs batted in. We'll get a courtesy runner here for Saunders, the pitcher, Max Thomason.
Marcus Saunders, the pitcher.
So Thomason, the runner at first, Cole at second. And here is McKinnon. Good speed all the way around for Ottumwa right now. Now the third baseman, Barboza, in on the grass. The pitch. Up high, ball 1. East must really think Ottumwa might bunt here. You're playing your third baseman that far in. With nobody out, I'd think it'd be more likely. That pitch grounded, foul down the third base line. And the count even at a ball and a strike. The left fielder, Jefferson, is playing awfully shallow. Now he backs up a few steps, but boy, McKinnon hits a liner towards the gap. He's running all day. I think Jefferson's in too shallow, especially with that wind blowing out gently to left. The 1-1. Now he bunts it out in front of the plate, picked up by the pitcher. Throw to first is not in time. The second baseman, Gagel, was late covering the bag. It's a bunt single for McKinnon. And they're loaded for Delahoy. Cole to third, Thomason to second.
Brings up your second baseman, number 2.
Delahoy will try to put the ball in play this time. He struck out his first time up. Well, Ottumwa had second and third, one out in the first inning, didn't score. Now they've got him loaded with one out in the second. First pitch to Dom. Popped it up. Right side, foul territory. And a diving catch by the catcher, Sheets. He nearly missed it, but that's out number 2. And boy, after an inning where we've seen a couple of walks swinging at the first pitch, Delahoy fouls out. It's up to Mitch Wood. He walked in the first inning, was eventually stranded at third. Now you need either a base hit or some kind of scarlet miscue to get a run home in this inning. First pitch, fouled straight back 0-1. Mitch had the timing down but fouled it off. One the count to the Bulldog shortstop. Bases full of dogs, 2 down. Second inning, no score. The pitch. Hit him in the back. That'll drive in a run. I'd say that's a hard way to get an RBI, but Young doesn't throw that hard to hurt him. 10th RBI of the season for Wood. Cole scores. Thomason to third. McKinnon to second. 1-0 Bulldogs. Base is still loaded for Jesus Jaime, who singled his first time up. Well, they can't pitch around him with the bases loaded, and you've got the right guy at the plate to put a crooked number on the board this inning. The pitch. Up and in, ball 1. Well, that umpire, when he doesn't call a strike, he comes out shaking those shoulders. I keep thinking, you know, the Naked Gun movies are going to break out. Here's the 1-0. High fly ball to left. Pretty well hit. Going back, Jefferson still going back. That is a home run, a grand slam for Jesus Jaime, right over the 370-foot sign. Big fly Bulldogs. They lead it 5-0.
Number 5 on the year for Jesus.
Home run number 5 for Jaime. RBIs 26, 27, 28, and 29. The wind might have helped it just a little bit. Jefferson was drifting with it, thought he had a play, ran out of room right at the 370 sign. And the biggest of big flies for Jesus Jaime and the Bulldogs. A grand slam in the second inning. So here's Trey Swartz, who lined sharply out to left his first time up. The pitch. Blown away in the dirt, ball 1. That was only the second hit of the inning for Ottumwa, their third hit of the game. But a couple of walks, a hit batter, and then the grand slam. That pitch low and away, and the count is 2-0 to Swartz. Young brings home the 2-0, and Swartz hits a chopper foul third base side, 2-1. Two out, nobody on. A high 5 on the scoreboard for Ottumwa here in the second inning. The 2-1. Boy, called a strike to Swartz, 2-2. That ball was going well outside. The umpire looked like he made up his mind before it even got to the plate. 2-2 to Trey. Young brings it home, and Swartz swings and misses, but it gets all the way to the backstop, and Trey will reach on the wild pitch on the strikeout. The inning will continue for Blaze Rominger, who struck out his first time up.
Batting for the Bulldogs, Blaze Rominger.
Blaze, the ninth man to bat in the inning. The inning started with Griner striking out, but then Cole walked, stole second. Saunders walked. McKinnon a bunt single to load the bases. Delahoy fouled out, but then Mitch Wood hit by a pitch to drive in the first run, and then Jesus Jaime hit a pitch all the way over the fence in left. There's a fly ball foul off to the right out of play, 0-1 off the bat of Rominger. Then after the grand slam, Swartz struck out but reached on a wild pitch. He's at first. And now Rominger trying to keep a 2-out rally going here and help Ottumwa add to what's become a 5-0 lead. The 0-1. Popped it up right side, foul. That'll get out of play. And the count is 0-2 on the Bulldog right fielder. Ottumwa batting around here in the second inning. Well, we said Jesus Jaime was the right man at the plate. You want to put a crooked number on the board, and did he ever? The 0-2. A little bit outside, 1-2. Five runs, 3 hits, no errors for Ottumwa. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error for East. Runner goes, the 1-2, swing and a foul at the plate. And Blaze will stay alive, 1-2. Swartz will go back to first. John Yeager offering advice to Blaze from the third base coaching box. Luke Gomad over at first. Another 1-2 pitch. Lined up the middle and into center for a base hit. That nearly took Young's head off. He ducked out of the way, thankfully. Base hit for Rominger, and Adam Griner will get a second chance this inning.
Number 23, Adam Griner.
Griner struck out to start this inning. And before he bats, we'll get a visit to the mound by the East pitching coach. As Ottumwa has already put 5 on the board in the inning, and now you've got 2 on with 2 out. A couple more good swings of the bat, you could have a really big lead. That single by Rominger, the 4th hit of the game for OHS. Conference on the mound has reached its conclusion. And Griner will dig in for his second varsity at-bat of his career. It comes in the same inning as the first, and he's hoping to do a little better the second time around. First and second, 2 down. Swartz at second, Rominger at first. The pitch. In there for a strike, 0-1. Hayden Young has thrown a lot of pitches these first 2 innings. Here's the 0-1. High, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and 1 to Griner. Next pitch. Lined into left field, base hit. First varsity hit for Griner. Swartz around third. They're going to wave him home. The ball gets by the left fielder, Jefferson. Rominger around third. He's going to score. Griner will put on the brakes at second. And it's 7-0 Dogs. Let's give Griner 1 RBI there, as Swartz was going to score anyway. But then Rominger able to come home as well on the error by the left fielder.
Now batting.
And now Griner at second for Andrew Cole, who walked, stole a base, and scored earlier in this inning. First pitch. Inside, nearly hit him, ball 1. Well, it's not the big leagues. They're not going to save that ball for Adam Greiner, but he'll always remember that first varsity hit. Now the 1-0. Chopper third base side, off the glove of the third baseman, into shallow left center field. They're going to wave Greiner around third. Out to pick it up, the shortstop Truitt. The throw to the plate is up the line, not in time. It's 8-0 at Ottumwa. Into second goes Cole. That's an error on the third baseman, Barboza.
Batting for your Bulldogs, the pitcher number 6.
And here's Marcus Saunders. He walked his first time up. An 8-run second inning and still going for Ottumwa. Let's see if Saunders can help his own cause. Runner at second, 2 down. The pitch. Outside corner strike, 0-1, probably off the play, but it's 8-0. The umpire probably going to be a little more generous here. And after that pitch, the head coach of East, Brian Luft, out of the dugout, and I think that's going to be all for Hayden Young. He will not get out of the second inning. East with a call to the bullpen. We'll take 30 seconds, come back and tell you about the new pitcher after this on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Pitching for the Scarlets, number 22, Austin Fleener.
The new pitcher for Des Moines East is the kid who was their DH, Austin Fleener, so the DH now removed from this game for Des Moines East. Fleener, the freshman, making his 5th appearance. He has 1 start, no record, a 3.78 ERA, 16 2/3 innings pitched, 15 hits allowed, 11 runs, 9 earned. He's walked 15 and hit 6 batters, so he's been wild. He struck out 17, opponents hitting .234 against him. He comes into the game with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Ottumwa scored 8 runs in the inning. The Bulldogs have a runner at second with 2 out. The batter is Marcus Saunders, who has an 0-1 count because East didn't get the pitching change done until the starter, Hayden Young, had already thrown a pitch to Saunders. Saunders goes an inning and 2/3. He's been charged with 8 runs, 5 of them earned. 6 of them earned. And he is responsible for the runner at second base, although that would be another unearned run. He struck out 3. More importantly, he walked 3. That got him in trouble in this inning. Threw 64 pitches in just an inning and 2/3. Allowed 5 hits. And again, the final line will be determined by whether or not that runner at second scores an unearned run. So 0-1 to Saunders. Now Fleener from the stretch. And the pitch. Chopper back to the mound. Fleener has it. He'll throw to first. And the inning is over. But a big one for Ottumwa. 8 runs, 4 hits, 2 errors, and 1 man left on base. We'll go to the third inning. Bulldogs 8, Scarlets nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Top of the third inning at Ottumwa High Baseball, brought to you by Community First Credit Union, with 17 locations to serve you. By Slayton Polaris, your home for the best deals on Polaris Rangers and ATVs. Call or stop in and see them today, 8 miles south and west of Pulaski. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic, North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. 8-0 at Ottumwa as Des Moines East comes to bat at the top of the third here at Legion Memorial Field. Ottumwa with an 8th spot in the second inning, highlighted by the Jesus Jaime grand slam. Going to have to ask Coach Yeager later on, when was the last time a Bulldog hit a grand slam? It's been a while. For Des Moines East, they'll have the 9, 1, and 2 hitters due up in their order: Grant Gagel, Skylar Van Riper, and Ethan Sheets.
Leading off for East, second baseman number 14, Grant Gagel.
Gagel, right-handed batting second baseman, digs in. Marcus Saunders now pitching with a big lead. And this pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Gagel hitting .385 with 7 runs batted in. He's hitting .385. Why is he batting 9th? The 1-0 on the outside corner for a strike, 1-1. That outside corner is getting pretty generous here. That pitch over but low, and the count 2-1. The 2-1 from Saunders to Gagel, a roller third base side and fielded by Jesus Jaime. The crow hop to throw to first in time for out number 1. Top of the order, Skylar Van Riper popped out to short his first time up. Van Riper, left-handed hitter, will dig in. The wind by Saunders and the pitch. Low and away, ball 1. Ottumwa 8 runs, 5 hits, no errors. East no runs, 1 hit, 3 errors. The 1-0, pop foul back and out of play. Count evens at a ball and a strike. The 1-1 pitch on the way from Saunders to Van Riper. Breaking ball stayed high, 2-1. And the next pitch, low and away, 3-1. Saunders in now 2 1/3 innings. Has walked 1 batter, doesn't have a strikeout yet. The 3-1 pitch on the way. Grounded right side up the line, fair, fielded right by the bag by Trey Swartz, who simply steps on the sack for out number 2. That'll bring up Ethan Sheets, who walked his first time up. Saunders has walked 2, actually, not 1, but he got out of that first inning with a double play. In baseball action in the lower classes, district playoff action today, it's gone final as this pitch is fouled back to the left 0-1. Cardinal over Davis County 1-0. Cardinal moves on, and the season ends for the Mustangs. The 0-1. Up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on for East here in the top of the third. It's Ottumwa leading 8-0. 8 runs in the second inning, highlighted by the Jesus Jaime grand slam right over the 370 sign in left center field. Saunders 1-1 in the dirt, 2-1. That pitch missed, 3-1. And the pitch. Up and away, ball 4. A 2-out walk. Second time Sheets has walked. Third time Saunders has walked a batter.
Now batting, shortstop number 3, Zach Truitt.
That'll bring up Zach Truitt. We'll get a courtesy runner. And once again, that'll be Malcolm Bird for Des Moines East.
Malcolm Bird, courtesy runner for the catcher.
So Bird at first with 2 down. Truitt singled his first time up. That's the only East hit to this point. First pitch, breaking ball stayed high, ball 1. Saunders from the stretch, the 1-0. Outside 2-0. Bird at first with 2 down. Ottumwa leading by 8, top of the 3rd. And the pitch. Low and away, 3-0. Boy, Saunders took care of the first 2 hitters without a lot of trouble, but he walked Sheets. Now he's 3-0 to Truitt with Carter Klein on deck. It was Sheets, Truitt, and Klein that all reached to load the bases in the first inning before Saunders got out of that with a double play. The 3-0 here. Oh, it hit him in the shoulder. And right now Marcus isn't sure where the ball is going. Back-to-back walks. Or pardon me, a walk and a hit by pitch.
Brings up right fielder number 6, Carter Klein.
Carter Klein walked his first time up. And pitching coach Lou Gomat out to talk to Saunders. Want to get him settled down right now. Ottumwa leading 8-0 in the top of the 3rd. If you can get out of this inning without giving up any runs, pick up a couple more runs over the next 2 innings, you can get this game done in 5. But after putting an 8 spot on the board, you do not want to let East get any kind of momentum back by answering with something here in the 3rd inning. So the conference breaks up. First and second, 2 down, top 3. Carter Klein, the cleanup hitter, at the plate for the Scarlets. Saunders pitch. That's a strike at the letters, 0-1. Saunders, the kick and the pitch. Outside corner, strike 2. Well, after walking back-to-back hitters, he goes 0-2 on Klein. Got a chance to get out of the mini mess he's made for himself. A long pause in the 0-2, up and over the head of Klein, 1-2. You know, up 8-0, 2 walks, a 2 out, not a huge concern, but hopefully he can settle down and get out of the inning. The 1-2 pitch, ground ball to short. Mitch Wood has it. He'll go the easy way to Delahoy at second for the force, and that'll retire the side. No runs, no hits, 2 left. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. Bulldogs 8, Scarlets 0. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I do it for the love of the
Bottom of the third inning. Ottumwa High Baseball brought to you by Shannon and the team at Dixon's Floors and More. Stop in today, check out the awesome showroom, and let Shannon give you a free estimate for flooring, cabinets, and fireplaces. Dixon's Floors and More, just past Walmart in Ottumwa. By Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse in Ottumwa. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for voting them as your favorite restaurant and pizza place. Proud to support the Bulldogs. And by the Ottumwa Community School District, where they're proud to engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Go Bulldogs. Ottumwa 8, Des Moines East nothing. Bottom of the third, Bulldogs coming to the plate with a comfortable advantage. And they are hoping to put together another couple of runs over the next 2 innings and maybe get this one over early.
Batting for the Bulldogs, center fielder number 27, Colton McKinnon.
Colton McKinnon will lead it off, singled and scored in that 8-run second inning. And he hits a high chopper over the mound and over to get it. The shortstop, Truitt, throw to first in timeout number 1. A nice play to his left by Zach Truitt near the bag at second to retire McKinnon.
Brings up second baseman Dom Delahoy.
Dominic Delahoy will step in. Delahoy's 0 for 2 in the game. He struck out and fouled out. First pitch lifted in the air, down the line and right, twisting foul. That'll land up against the fence for strike 1. Austin Fleener on in relief of Hayden Young, who couldn't get out of the second inning. From the stretch, even with no one on base. The kick in the 0-1. Slipped out of his hand, sailed about 5 feet behind Delahoy, went to the backstop. I can't even say just a bit outside because that was so far inside, it was behind it. 1-1 the count to Delahoy. The kick and the pitch upstairs, 2-1 to Dom with Mitch Wood on deck. Oh, slow set by Fleener, now the 2-1. Outside 3-1. Three balls and a strike. Hitters count for Delahoy. The pitch. Called a strike on the inside corner, 3-2. Full count to Delahoy, again with Wood on deck. The 3-2. Hit high in the air to left. That's pretty well hit. Jefferson over towards the line. He's not going to get there. That ball's going to roll all the way to the fence. Delahoy headed for second. He will put the brakes on there with a 1-out double.
Double by Dominic Delahoy. Brings up your shortstop.
And he's in scoring position for Mitch Wood. Wood does not have an official at-bat as of yet. He was walked in the first inning, I should say. Then he was hit by a pitch in the second inning. That drove in the first run of the game. Wood was then along for the ride on the Jaime grand slam. Well, if you're thinking about getting to 10 runs and getting this game over early, you got a man at second, up 8, Wood at the plate, Jaime on deck. First pitch to Wood. Chopper, third base side foul, and the count is 0-1. You know, Mitch doesn't mind taking his walks, and he got the RBI on the hit by pitch, but after seeing the Jaime home run, he's probably thinking he'd like to get bat on ball here himself and drive in a run. Delahoy at second and 1 out. The 0-1, swing and a miss, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. You have to wonder if they retire Wood and have Jaime batting with first base open and 2 out, will they walk him? Mitch trying to keep that from being a possibility. The pitch, low and away. Good stop by Sheets, the catcher. 1-2 the count. Bright sunshine on the field, but if you're sitting in the press box or sitting in the stands and looking out over the fence, you're seeing this big wall of clouds, but again, doesn't look like those are actually heading our way. They're just off in the distance. The 1-2 sailed outside. Good eye by Wood to lay off. 2-2 the count to the Bulldog shortstop. Fleener from the stretch. A look back at second and the pitch. Inside, runner goes, throw down to third, not in time. Delahoy steals third. And Wood with a 3-2 count, again with Jesus Jaime on deck. Fleener comes set. The 3-2. Lifted to right center field. That's pretty well hit. Klein on the way. It's going to drop in front of him for a base hit. Delahoy will come home to score. RBI single Mitch Wood. It is 9-0. Wood, his second RBI of the game, his 11th of the season.
RBI single by Wood. Brings up number 24.
And here is Jesus Jaime. The single in the first inning and the grand slam in the second. Don't often get to write GS in my scorebook, but I did an inning ago. That was off of the starter, Hayden Young. Let's see what Fleener does with him. Man at first and 1 out. The pitch. In the dirt, low and away, ball 1. Jaime digs in with a 1-0 count. Wood at first. Ottumwa leading by 9 in the bottom of the third. That pitch in the dirt goes all the way to the backstop. Wood will head down to second base on the wild pitch. He takes a turn. He's going for 3. The throw going to third. It will not get there. That is a 2-base wild pitch. And now Wood 90 feet away with only 1 out. It's 2-0 to Jaime. If I was in the East dugout right now, I would point to first and tell them to walk Jaime. Now at 9-0, they may not bother, but I am a little surprised that he's not being walked here. The 2-0. Way high 3-0. Trey Swartz on deck. 1 out, runner on third. Ottumwa leading 9-0. Now if they get that 10th run home, we still got to play 5 innings or with the home team ahead 4.5. We're only in the third. The 3-0. In the dirt, ball 4. Well, they didn't intentionally walk him, but they didn't give him anything to hit either.
Baseman, number 7, Trey Swartz.
Trey Swartz has had kind of the yin and yang of bad luck, if you will. He hit a screaming line drive caught by the left fielder in the first inning that denied him an RBI. In the second inning, he struck out but reached on a wild pitch and ended up scoring a run. Chance to drive in a run right here. Runners on the corners. The pitch. Strike at the knees, 0-1. No balls in, a strike to the Bulldog first baseman. The pitch, up and in, 1-1. Austin Fleener again came on in relief to get the final out of the second inning. He only threw 1 pitch in that inning. But he's given up a run here in the third, and Ottumwa's got runners on the corners. It's big swing and a miss by Swartz. And it's 1-2. Blaze Rominger on deck. East hoping to turn a double play, but you get the feeling that if Swartz can somehow put the ball in play, he's likely to get that run home. Now the 1-2. Up and in, 2-2. Ottumwa 9 runs, 7 hits, no errors. East, no runs, 1 hit, 3 errors. The 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball stayed inside. Swartz laid off it, 3-2. East wanted that call, didn't get it, but that ball didn't get all the way back to the corner. Three balls, 2 strikes. The payoff. Low ball 4. Back-to-back walks, and the bases are loaded with 1 out for Rominger, who's 1 for 2 with a single and a run.
Walk to Swartz. Brings up number 1, Blaze Rominger.
Fleener from the stretch, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Rominger chased a high fastball, 0-1. Right-hander to right-hander, the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Again, put the ball in play. East would try to turn 2 on a grounder, but if you hit a slow roller that gets past the mound, you're probably getting a run home. Got to make contact. Now the 0-2. Roller left side, past a diving third baseman into left field, base hit. 1 run is in. Around third is Jaime. He's on his way to the plate. The throw is cut off. 2-run single for Blaze Rominger. It is 11-0. 2 hits in the game for Blaze. 2 runs driven in as both Wood and Jaime score. Swartz stops at second. Here's Adam Greiner. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a run. And now Ottumwa has the necessary margin plus a run to end this game on the run rule. If they're ahead by 10 after East is done batting in the 5th inning, we will call it game 1. First pitch to Greiner. In the dirt, went through the catcher's legs. And the wild pitch will move runners to second and third. Still only 1 out. 1-0 to Greiner, who now could drive in a pair with a single. The first baseman for East Dolphin in on the edge of the grass. Everybody else kind of playing back. They just want to get an out here. The 1-0 to Greiner. Went behind him all the way to the backstop. That'll score Swartz. Down to third goes Rominger on the wild pitch. 12-0. Back-to-back wild pitches here. And if I'm Adam Greiner, I'm thinking, yeah, it's nice we got another run, but I didn't get to drive him in. Now, I can only drive in 1 guy. Unless Adam hits it over the fence. 2-0, hitters count for the Bulldog DH. The 2-0 pitch is on the way, and it's lifted in the air to right. That should get the run home. Now it's kind of dying, and a diving catch made by the right fielder Klein. But scoring on the sac fly is Rominger. It is 13-0. Greiner gets his second RBI.
Brings up number 17, Andrew Cole.
And with 2 out and nobody on, the batter Andrew Cole, who is 0 for 1, he's walked and scored, and he's reached on an error. 5 more runs home here in the 3rd inning, 13-0 Bulldogs, and Cole is the 8th man to bat in the inning. East does have somebody starting to throw in their bullpen. First pitch is in the dirt to Andrew Cole, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. The pitch on the way. Up and in, 2-0. Now, as a caveat here, we did say coming in, we did not expect to see any of East's better pitchers pitch in the dirt 3-0. They've got a first-round playoff game against Urbandale on Friday, and if they upset the Jayhawks, and if Ottumwa wins their game at Ankeny Centennial, it would be East right back here at Ottumwa next Monday. So, neither team is going to tip their hand with their best pitching. Cole fouls it back 3-1. Now, you could debate who Ottumwa's Game 1 starter is going to be on Friday. I have a feeling it might end up being Colton McKinnon, but I'm not sure. That's just my speculation. Two out, nobody on, 3-1 to Andrew Cole. The pitch fouled straight back, 3-2. Marcus Saunders on deck if the inning continues. 5 runs home in the frame. Ottumwa leading 13-0 in the bottom of the third. Fleener toes the rubber. Getting the sign from Sheets. Now Cole digs in, ready for the 3-2 pitch. On its way. Outside corner called strike 3, and the inning is over. But Ottumwa tacks on 5 more runs on 3 hits. There were no errors and nobody left on base. Go to the top of the 4th. Bulldogs 13, Scarlets nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
I did not come to play, I came to dominate.
Top of the 4th inning. Ottumwa up big. Bulldog baseball on KBIZ. OHS leading Des Moines East 13-0. New pitcher for Ottumwa here. Pedro Gonzalez will come on in relief of Marcus Saunders. Saunders only pitching 3 innings, but if this game is over after 5, and it looks like it may very well be, then Saunders would still get the win because he would have pitched at least half the game. The numbers on Gonzalez as a pitcher, making his 3rd appearance. He's only pitched 1 inning total. He's allowed 3 runs, 2 earned on 2 hits. He's walked 1 and struck out 2.
Anthony Barboza.
Anthony Barboza will lead it off. He bounced into an inning-ending double play in the top of the 1st. Pitch a little bit high and inside from Gonzalez for ball 1. That pitch lifted to shallow center. That will drop in for a bloop single right off the end of the bat. And only the 2nd hit for East. It comes leading off the 4th inning.
James Jefferson.
The line on Saunders, 3 innings pitched, no runs, 1 hit. He did walk 3, didn't strike out anybody, threw 54 pitches. From the stretch, Gonzalez's pitch in the dirt, knocked down by Moore, and that'll keep the runner at first. Ball 1 to Jefferson. Jefferson flew out to center his first time up. Here's the 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Barboza at first. Can't imagine he'd be running with his team down 13. He started and stopped. The pitch was high, 2-1. Just for the sake of the record keeping, Barboza's 3 for 4 in stolen base tries. The 2-1, ground ball foul, third base side, 2-2. "13 runs, 8 hits, no errors for Ottumwa. No runs, 2 hits, 3 errors for Des Moines East. Scarlets with the man on, leading off the top of the fourth. 2-2 count to the left fielder, James Jefferson. The first baseman, Cade Dolphin, on deck. That pitch rolled to the right side, fielded by Swartz, and he looked at second, but decided to just take the easy out at first himself for out number 1, as Barboza slides into second base.
Ground out to Swartz. Brings up number 18, Cade Dolphin.
So here's Cade Dolphin. He popped out his first time up. The catcher, Julian Moore, went out to talk to Gonzalez for a moment. And we were talking earlier when Ottumwa was up by 8, how they needed to get 2 more to be in position to win by the run rule. They've given themselves a bit of cushion by getting 5 runs in the third inning, leading by 13. That pitch on the outside corner for a strike, 0-1. East could score 3 runs over the next 2 innings, and we'd still be done, as long as Ottumwa maintains a lead of at least 10. The 0-1. In the dirt, good stop by Moore, 1 ball, 1 strike. Skies continue to remain sunny, although there's that big cloud bank off in the distance to the north. We don't think that's coming here. The 1-1 chopped over the mound, waiting for Mitch Wood near the bag at second, throws on the run to first in time for out number 2. As Barboza advances to third.
6-3 on the putout.
The batter will be the pitcher, Austin Fleener, who grounded to third his first time up. East with a 2-out chance to get a run home here. They had the bases loaded, 1 out in the first inning, and you were thinking, okay, how's this game going to go? As this pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1, but then the starter for Ottumwa, Saunders, induced the double play. He would allow 2 more base runners with 2 out in the third inning, but got out of that. And in the meantime, Ottumwa put 8 on the board in the second, 5 more in the third. The 0-1, in the dirt, another good stop by Julian Moore, 1 ball, 1 strike. Gonzalez from the stretch with a runner on third. Now the 1-1. On the outside corner, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes to Fleener. Grant Gagel is on deck for East if the inning continues. Runner at third, 2 down. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. First strikeout for Gonzalez. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ottumwa 13, East nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Gotta go all the way.
Bottom of the fourth inning. Could be, probably should be the final time Ottumwa bats in game one. They lead 13-0. We got a new pitcher for Des Moines East. They have turned to Brady Johnson, a senior. Third pitcher of the game for the Scarlets. Brady Johnson making his fourth appearance. He has 2 starts. He's 0-1 with a 9.10 ERA, 10 innings pitched, 14 hits allowed, 15 runs, 13 of them earned, 4 walks, 3 strikeouts. 4 walks, 3 hit batters, 2 strikeouts, and opponents hitting .304 against the right-hander. Comes on in relief of Austin Fleener, who threw an inning in the third and allowed 5 runs. So maybe one more warm-up pitch here for Brady Johnson. I don't think East has made any other changes. I would assume that Johnson is batting in Austin Fleener's spot. Not that it will likely matter. Pedro Gonzalez will lead it off. He came on to pitch for Marcus Saunders and is batting in Saunders' spot.
Now batting for your Bulldogs, the pitcher, number 22, Pedro Gonzalez.
Gonzalez batting .211 on the season with a couple of runs batted in. Home plate umpire is making sure everybody's lineup cards were straight. Now the first pitch to Pedro, grounded to third, and off the glove of the third baseman Barboza. That'll be an error, allowing Gonzalez to reach. Colton McKinnon, the batter. 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. Get a courtesy runner for Gonzalez, the pitcher. That'll be Tanner Shark, the freshman.
27, Colton McKinnon.
So
Courtesy running, number 29, Tanner Shark.
So Shark now running at first. Tanner Shark, that is. Notate him in the book as T.A. period Shark for Tanner, not Tyler Shark. McKinnon stands in. And the pitch is in the dirt, ball 1. The line on the reliever, Austin Fleener, an inning in the third. 5 runs, all earned, 3 hits, 2 walks, 1 strikeout, 36 pitches. One and 0 to McKinnon. And that pitch is strike on the outside corner, 1-1. Runner at first and nobody out. The 1-1. High fly ball to left center. The wind might get a hold of this one. Van Riper going back, but it'll be the left fielder, Jefferson, making the catch. Did he make the catch? Okay, he did, and then he flipped it to Van Riper as he fell down. It's a nice running catch by James Jefferson for out number 1, denying McKinnon extra bases. As Shark will go back to first.
Batter, number 19, Carter.
And that'll bring up Carter Thompson, who got his first varsity at-bat last night in Game 2 against Mason City. He's 0 for 1 on the varsity season. Pinch hitting for Dominic Delahoy, and he takes a pitch up high, ball 1. Want to know the count to Thompson, the next offering. Low and away, 2-0. Max Thomason is on deck. Looks like he'll bat in Mitch Wood's spot. Bulldogs up 13-0. In the fourth inning, there's a strike to Thompson, 2-1. Trying not to let myself get confused when you've got Carter Thompson batting and Max Thomason on deck. They're also right next to each other on the roster. The 2-1 to Thompson. In the dirt, 3-1. Someone's got a righty going in the bullpen. Thinking that might be Brody Slack down there. Yep, Brody Slack warming up. The 3-1. Fouled in the air off to the right. Long run, the first baseman Dolphin won't be able to get there. Count fills at 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Carter Thompson, just a freshman, looking for his first varsity hit. The 3-2. Ground ball left side through the whole base hit, and there it is, the first varsity hit for Carter Thompson.
Carter Thompson with a base hit.
Runners on first and second, and here is Max Thomason, pinch hitting for Mitch Wood. Thomason batting .400 in limited duty, 2 for 5. Johnson from the stretch in the pitch. Lifted in the air, right side, a pop-up. The first baseman near the line. Dolphin makes the catch for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jesus Jaime. All Jaime has done is hit a grand slam. He's also had a single. He's also walked and scored a run. Oh, he's not going to bat here. He almost got to the plate, and Coach Yeager said, nah, I want a pinch hitter here. And out of the dugout to take the at-bat comes Hunter Gullion. So Hunter Gullion will dig in here. He is 3 for 10 with an RBI. First pitch, fouled back to the screen, 0-1. Two on, 2 out for Ottumwa here in the bottom of the fourth, leading 13-0. Needing just 3 more outs in the top of the fifth to secure victory, assuming they don't give up 4 runs. And they could make that margin for error even bigger if Gullion could come through with a 2-out hit. The 0-1. In the dirt. 1 ball, 1 strike. East reliever Brady Johnson saw his team commit an error to start the inning, then 1 out later a single. Now they're a 2 down. If Ottumwa were to score any runs, they'd be unearned this inning, but Bulldogs would take them if they could get them. The 1-1. It's fouled straight back. That's coming in here. I'm glad it didn't hit the camera. Went right between me and Annie. You know what? I've waited 9 years for a ball to come through my window, and it finally did. Somebody get Hunter Gullion to autograph that ball for me. Pitch outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out, bottom 4. The pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And the inning is over. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 2 left, but 3 outs away from a victory for the Bulldogs to go to the top of the fifth. Ottumwa 13, Des Moines East nothing. Back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
You be scared of John, watch me lean low.
Top of the fifth inning, Ottumwa 13, Des Moines East nothing. Bulldog baseball brought to you by Cole Palace Cafe and Books on West Main Street in Ottumwa by the Train Depot. Good quality gourmet food selections. By Family First Chiropractic, where their goal is to get your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for life. Family First Chiropractic, West 2nd Street in Ottumwa. By Lisco, Southeast Iowa's leader in fiber optics, Lisco of Fairfield. And by River Hills Community Health Center with locations in Ottumwa, Centerville, Oskaloosa, Richland, and Sigourney. They've been growing healthy communities for over 20 years. Visit riverhillshealth.org for updates and more information, or find them on Facebook. 3 outs away from a run rule win for Ottumwa. Pedro Gonzalez, in his second inning of work, begins with the number 9 hitter Grant Gagel, who lines it right to Jesus Jaime, who makes the catch for a quick out number 1. Ottumwa's got some defensive changes. Carter Thompson is now playing short. Max Thomason is now playing second base. And Brendan O'Leary is now at first.
Skyler
Van Riper, the batter, is 0 for 2. A pop out and a ground out. First pitch up and in, ball 1 from Gonzalez. This game was scoreless going to the second inning. That pitch missed, and it's 2-0. But Ottumwa got 8 runs in the second. Jesus Jaime had the big blow, a grand slam. 5 more runs in the third for the Bulldogs. Blaze Rominger, a 2-run single in that inning. That pitch outside, 3-0 to Van Riper with the catcher Sheets on deck. The 3-0 pitch. Low ball 4. First free pass issued by Gonzalez.
Number 17, Ethan Sheets.
Ethan Sheets has yet to be retired. He's walked twice. The only way East can keep this inning going past this half inning is if they score at least 4 runs. They have a runner on first and 1 out. Righty to lefty, the pitch from Gonzalez. Breaking ball went low, 1-0. Next offering missed, and it's 2-0, and Pedro has missed 6 straight out of the zone. Coach Yeager would like him to finish. Brody Slack was warming up in the bullpen, but I'm not sure that was for this game. There's a strike, 2-1. I wonder if Brody might be penciled in as a Game 2 starter. Don't know that. The 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to the right side. Off the glove of O'Leary. That'll deflect into shallow right center. Everybody's safe, and that's the first Bulldog error of the game. 2 on, 1 out, and the batter is Zach Truitt. And once again, it'll be Malcolm Bird, the courtesy runner, for the catcher, Ethan Sheets.
Malcolm Bird, the courtesy run.
First and second for Truitt, who has a single and has been hit by a pitch. Gonzalez from the stretch and the pitch. Way outside all the way to the backstop. Julian Moore never had a prayer. Runners advance to second and third. And the count 1-0 to Truitt. This pitch hit in the air down the line in left. That'll be a fair ball up against the fence. It's a 2-run double for Zach Truitt, and East is on the board. It is 13-2.
For Truitt. Brings up number 6, Carter Klein.
The batter, Carter Klein. And with one out, Coach Yeager out to the mound to talk to Gonzalez. Is he bringing the hook, or will Pedro get to face Klein? That'll be all for Pedro Gonzalez. Ottumwa making a call to the bullpen. We'll tell you about the new Bulldog pitcher after this 30-second timeout on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Whole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made-in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Senior Brody Slack is the new Bulldog pitcher, as he'll come on to try to get the final 2 outs of this inning and of the game. Ottumwa leading 13-2 in the 5th. Slack making just his 2nd appearance. He's thrown 2 innings, doesn't have a record, 3.50 ERA. He's allowed 1 hit, 1 run, 1 walk. Opponents hitting just 111 against him. Pedro Gonzalez pitched an inning and a third. He allowed 2 hits, 1 walk. He had 1 strikeout. He's been charged with 2 runs, 1 of them unearned here in this 5th inning. And he's responsible for the runner at second, Zach Truitt, who drove in the 2 runs with a double that chased Pedro from the game. Right now, Ottumwa still in position to win this game on the run rule. They lead 13-2. Even if Truitt manages to get home from second, the Bulldogs would still have a 10-run lead. However, at the plate is Carter Klein, and if East gets 2 more runs in this inning, then we'll have to play on. The catcher Moore out to talk to Slack before heading back behind the plate. And they'll get ready to face Carter Klein, who has walked and bounced into a fielder's choice. Right-hander to right-hander, Slack's pitch. Pop foul in the air off to the right, out of play. 0-1 the count to Klein. Ottumwa 13 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. East 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 errors. Slack has his sign. The 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good stop by Moore. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ottumwa's got the game well in hand. They just like to get it over with here in the 5th inning. The 1-1. In the dirt again. Another good stop by Moore. 2-1. Klein, the cleanup man for East. Waves that bat over his head. Now the 2-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Umpire kind of waited a moment. I thought he was going to do that shoulder shake and not call the strike, but then he raised the right fist. 2-2 the count to Klein. Slack from the stretch and the pitch. Hit in the air to right. Rominger settles under it, makes the catch. Runner tags heading to third. The relay throw not in time.
Back up third. Don't sit and watch it. Go back up a base.
2 down with a runner at third. And the batter, Anthony Barboza, who's 1 for 2 with a single.
Anthony Barboza.
Bulldogs 1 out away from a run rule win. The pitch. Outside corner, strike 1 from Slack to Barboza. Brody getting his sign. And the 0-1. Big breaking ball, but it stayed high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Slack ready for the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, and boy, did Barboza put his foot in the bucket there. His step went about halfway to third base. Big swing and a miss. Trying to pull that ball to the scoreboard, but you're never going to hit it if you're bailing out on it. Bulldogs a strike away, 1-2. Slack trying to finish this right here. The pitch in the dirt. A good stop by Moore as Truitt will hang on at third base. Count evens at 2-2. If the inning continues, James Jefferson is on deck. Slack set, first base side of the rubber, and the 2-2 pitch. Called, strike 3, and that'll be the ball game. Ottumwa wins it in 5 innings over Des Moines East by a final of 13-2. The Scarlets do get 2 runs on a hit and an error. They leave 1 in the 5th inning, but not enough as Ottumwa is back to 500 at 10-10. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back and get you the Game 1 totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Yes, the great outdoors is wide open. So why not make the most of it? Expand your family's freedom with the off-road's best. Like the only built-in GPS that doesn't require a cell connection. And group tracking that lets you spread out on the trail, but stay together for the journey. Polaris. Think outside.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
You're watching the Ottumwa Bulldogs on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Wait now we up now. And when we touch down,
Ottumwa High baseball game 1 in the books on the final day of the regular season, and it's a big Bulldog victory in 5 innings. OHS knocks off Des Moines East 13-2. As Ottumwa gets back to 500 on the season, they're now 10-10. East drops to 9-15. The Bulldogs are 6-3 in the Metro Conference. East is 6-2-1. So Ottumwa can pass East in the standings if they can win the final regular season game here in Game 2 coming up shortly. The Game 1 totals for the Bulldogs: 13 runs, 9 hits, 1 error, 5 left on base. The winning pitcher, Marcus Saunders, now 4-1. For Des Moines East, 2 runs, 3 hits, 4 errors, 6 left on base. Hayden Young, the loss, 2-1. Home runs in the game: Jesus Jaime, his 5th of the season, a grand slam that broke the game open in what turned out to be an 8-run second inning. As Ottumwa again improves to 10-10 on the season. The ballgame took 1 hour and 45 minutes to complete. All right, Game 2 is coming up in about 20-25 minutes or so. So what we'll do right now is, on the radio side, send it back to the KBIZ studios. After this 3-minute timeout, Brandon Drew's got your news and sports update ready to go. On the video side, we'll introduce you to a few more of the great sponsors helping us to bring you the live video stream on AttumwaRadio.com all season. And then we'll end the stream for Game 1, start the stream for Game 2, and get you ready for a second round of Bulldog baseball, as Ottumwa will try to finish the regular season over 500. Again, Game 1 over in 5 innings. Ottumwa wins 13-2. Game 2 comes up in just a little while, so be sure to keep it right here on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Whether you are a player, cheerleader, or coach, your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free, no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa School. Building relationships, foundations for success. Helping every student to achieve their best. Engage, educate, and empower every student every day. Ottumwa Schools.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
At Community First Credit Union, there's a lot to see. We build customized financial solutions so you can enjoy the life you want. We make it comfortable to have a conversation about what's important to you, like helping you stay on course to reach your savings goal. And what's important to us all, like helping to support causes that count. See for yourself what See First can do for you.
Time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You are a player, cheerleader, or coach. Your friends at Petrita Orthodontics are cheering for you. We are proud of the students in our area and are happy to support them in their school activities. We want to see you smile on and off the field. If you or your child are in need of orthodontic care, call us for a free no-obligation appointment. We have many different options available to help your child's bite and smile. Call us today at Petrita Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. We look forward to making you smile.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at Mike'sPizzaSteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.